'Cause you're beautiful like no other. Flawless, absolutely flawless.
Opening statements got started in R&B star R. Kelly's child pornography trial, and jurors saw the extremely graphic tape. It allegedly shows Kelly having sex with a girl as young as 13, and it was disgusting from what we gather. Joining me now to talk about this, a guy who saw it, Rob Hart. He's a reporter for WGN Radio. You were in the courtroom, Rob. Here's what the prosecution said. You're going to see this tape unfold frame by disgusting frame. Was it that bad?
I would say it was that bad. I don't want to really undersell it. It's one of the more disturbing things I have seen over the course of my career. The tape runs 27 minutes long, and over the course of this tape, 27 minutes is a long time, and you start to look up at the ceiling, look down at the floor, look at your watch, say to yourself, I can't believe I went to college, so I'm watching this thing. And then you're looking around the courtroom, of course, and you want to take a look at the jurors' reactions, because those are the people the prosecutors have to sell on whether or not that was R. Kelly on this tape allegedly having sex with a child 10 years ago. And the description that I would use in terms of the facial expressions of the jurors were poker faces. The looking down, hands across their mouths. Some people frowned, but it wasn't a frown of disapproval, but a frown of concentration. This is the centerpiece of the case,
right,
and they wanted to give it their full attention.
What about R. Kelly himself? What were his reactions?
Now, R. Kelly was able to watch the tape on the defense table. There was a monitor in front of him, and he was scowling. But that's nothing new, because he was scowling and looking down at the floor during jury selection, and he was scowling and looking down at the floor during both the prosecution and defense opening statements. So the scowl itself is not new as far as R. Kelly is concerned, but he would look down occasionally and cover his face with his hands at certain points during the run of this tape.
Hey, Rob, the defense is basically saying it's not him. FBI couldn't even identify him. And they also said the tape's pretty poor quality. You saw it. Is it R. Kelly in that tape?
Well, if you're going by the defense attorney, Sam Adam Jr., who said this was a copy of a copy of a copy of an original, and he set it up for the jury that this was a very blurry tape, a tape that you would not really pick up any features. What I saw was a very clear tape. There were some tracking lines at the top and the bottom of the picture, and as I said this morning on our radio station, if you look at his facial features, he has a very angular face and very defined cheekbones. And if you compare the two, R. Kelly sitting in the courtroom to the man on this tape, there definitely is a resemblance. But if you talk to the defense attorneys, the real issue is distinguishing characteristics, and specifically a mole that was photographed on the middle of R. Kelly's lower back when Chicago police were initially investigating this tape in 2002. They photographed his chest and torso and arms and back. They said there was a mole in those photos that did not exist in the man on the tape.
Okay. Well, Rob Hart, we appreciate your time. And one other place I know the defense is going, that the alleged victim says that's not me. Well, I know today that a woman testified that the female in the video is her childhood best friend and is indeed her. So we are just getting started with that tape. Rob Hart, we appreciate your time. Get started with that case, that is. Thanks so much.
'Cause you're beautiful like no other. Flawless, absolutely flawless.